Hey guys, what's up? In this video, we're going to be building a mini ITX gaming PC. Now, you're probably wondering, what are we doing for this build? Now, for our case, which is actually one of the more important parts of an ITX build, we're using the NZXT H210. The H210 is the stupidest case I've ever seen in my entire life. Who the hell wants to buy an ITX case that's bigger than most micro ATX cases? This thing sucks and I hate it. And that's why we're building a PC in it today. Because it's going to be full of parts that I don't like and I'm going to sell. Because I have better parts or parts that I like more and this stuff is useless. Just like this case. So, for our platform today, we're going Intel. And on that note, we're going with the i7-7700. Not to be confused with the 7700K, which is 50,000 times better than this. This is the default 7700, almost as garbage as this case. So, we're going to put that on top of our case, and as you can see, there's the mounting hardware for a cooler on there already. You're probably wondering, well, what's that mounting hardware for? Well, it's for this stupid random-ass cooler that I have. This is a cryo rig something or other. It's garbage and I hate it. So we're going to install that right on top of our CPU. Oh, look at that. It doesn't even fit because it's dumb. And we'll just screw that in, hoping not to crush the CPU die and destroy the whole thing. Oh shoot. I don't know how this works. How the fuck does this work? This is so dumb. Wow, this cooler just completely sucks, doesn't it? This is absolutely the worst thing I have ever used. I guess it's installed. We'll give it one screw turn on each. Boop. Oh, that's done. Yeah, that's real tight. Alright, that is mounted. So, we're going to put our terrible, just ugly-ass fan on here, which I think has thermal paste all over it. Perfect. And just like that, cooler mounted. Let's just, Alright, we're gonna do our fan cable. Do just like that. Cable management is key. Now, this case actually has plenty of room for cable management, which, normally is a good thing, except on an ITX build, where there's not even supposed to be that many cables because it's a frickin' ITX build. That's a stupid feature that just adds weight to the case for no goddamn reason. So, we're going to put it in our case like normal. Let's turn it sideways because, sure, why not? So, it's going to turn that sideways. Hopefully, when it busts our hard drive. Oh, don't forget your I/O shield. Now, typically, a ITX case should be roughly the size of 4 I/O shields put together. That's about enough space for an SFX power supply, your motherboard, obviously, if the I/O shield fits, and cooler and everything else. But this one is about the size of a small Norwegian child, which is, again, completely stupid. So, we're going to put in our I/O shield, our motherboard, just like so. I do not trust this cooler mount one bit. And we're just going to screw our motherboard in with probably the dumbest screws ever. I don't know why NZXT decided to reinvent the motherboard screw. Don't. Okay? Seriously. It should be the same fucking screw on every goddamn case. Okay? Stop changing it to these stupid fucking screws that suck. And just like that, our motherboard is safely and securely installed inside of our case. Just like so. Now, let's move on to our power supply. We have an SFX 500 watt power supply from Silverstone. Now, what's really stupid is that although this is an ITX case, it actually supports up to a full-size power supply. Why? I fucking don't know. But we're just going to install it in our case upside down because there are fan filters on the bottom so that our power supply doesn't get all dusty. Hold on, do we need SATA? Do we have SATA? We do have some... Ow, I stabbed myself. So we're just going to install it like you install any other power supply. Put it in like that. We're going to get our power supply screws. 2 is all you really need for any power supply. We're just going to... Boom! Just like that, our power supply is installed. This is great. I love this. I hate this. Another great thing about this case is that there's 50,000 wires for no reason, which is, again, really fucking stupid considering this is an ITX case. Speaking of ITX, you know what else is really dumb? USB-C front panel connectors. Why in the world do you have USB-C front panel on an ITX case? Most ITX boards, even many new ones that you would put in an $80 case, not like super expensive, like 60, 80 bucks, depending on where you buy it, doesn't have USB-C front panel, so one of your ports is just useless. Good job, NZXT. So we're just going to connect our wires. Now, the 24 pin is kind of a problem with using an NZXT power supply. Because this case is so fucking massive, the 24 pin most of the time doesn't even reach the board, which could cause a problem because that's really fucking stupid. So we're going to hope that it can this time. Oh no, it looks like it can't, because the power supply cable isn't long enough, because this power supply and its accompanying cable set was made for an actual ITX case, not a giant fucking box with ITX mounting. So that's why the NZXT H210 is the dumbest ITX case that exists. Okay? I don't know why anyone would buy this. I don't know why a company would invest money to build this. This sucks. And it has just ruined my build. I can't get the power supply to power the computer because the 24 pin is too short. Now, if that's the fault of the power supply company, fine. But I don't think it is, because they made it short, because you shouldn't need a long 24 pin for an ITX build. So here's the thing, that wasn't actually planned. I had planned for this to work. I thought this would work. It doesn't. So I gotta use a different power supply because NZXT just fucking doesn't care. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Boost my fucking engagement. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.